After a while, like the fog of war kind of sets back in.
What? Oh, welcome. Excuse me, I'm very busy.
You look more like you're frightened.
What? No, well, perhaps.
Can I help you?
What? Well, yes. You see, my master, the sorcerer Tanard, is dissatisfied with me. He is constantly tormenting me with impossible tasks. And now somebody has stolen the master's eyeglasses. I wanted to bring them to be adjusted, and somebody grabbed them right out of my hand. I followed the thief, but he ran into the mountains, to the place where all those horrible creatures make their homes. What can I do now? Master Tanard will kill me. Please, keep your eyes peeled. Perhaps you'll find the thief. Bring the eyeglasses back to me before the master notices anything. Please?
And we've already found it, so we'll hit exit, and we'll talk to him again.
Have you found the eyeglasses?
I found these eyeglasses on a thief in the mountain.
Auner's mercy, these are the ones. Now I can finally... No, I can't. I forgot...
What?
I broke the master's magic quill last week, and in all the excitement, I forgot to get a replacement.
I should think there would be enough merchants in Greyfell.
No. Quills like that are extremely rare. They are only made by the Circle itself and the Talindian Guild. No merchant here has anything like that on sale. Believe me, it's very upsetting.
I don't know if I'll run across any quills in the course of my travels, but if I do, I'll try to remember you.
Yes, please, do that, warrior. Should you come across an unusual quill, then bring it to me. Perhaps you'll be lucky.
Hint, hint. Did we get anything for that? So, some experience points, that it? Okay.
Good work, friend. Now, let us consider what else must be done.
Somebody has to follow Rowan and warn him.
And I think I know who. But first show me the casket you told me of.
Here. The Dark Mage gave it to the messenger. It contains plans for an attack.
Let me see. It is closed
Typo.
with the magic seal. You won't be able to open it without the password.
Is there any kind of magic that will break it open?
Yes. However, this seal was made by a Circle Mage, and only a Circle Mage can break it.
Then I must bring the casket to Rowan.
Aye. Consider this your first task as a fighter of the Order.
Which route will Rowan take?
You will first go to see Darius, the cartographer in Liannon. Darius has long spoken of a threat beyond the pass. This letter will open the gate to Liannon for you. And this runer here may be just as useful for you. Ask Darius about Rowan's whereabouts. Look for Rowan and warn him. If the Dark Mage finds him first, then may the gods protect us.
What is the Black Fist?
The Black Fist is a band of mercenaries and looters under the leadership of a war veteran named Brannigan. Until recently, they were just a gang of robbers. An annoyance, nothing more. But for the past few weeks, disquieting reports about their mischief have reached us. People speak of veritable hosts who have rallied to their banner, equipped with new weapons, armor, and with new commanders. Someone is supporting them. Somebody with money and influence.
What does the Order of Dawn stand for?
The Order stands for the new beginning, the setting out towards a new era. Rowan himself created it to help him organize the new world. We are protectors, teachers, and builders. It is our task to help the new realms. Even the Dark Nations see this as our task, though there are many in our midst who are striving for more. for fame, for power. But Rowan will not reveal the secrets of his magic. He has witnessed what it is capable of. Nevertheless, conflict and envy arise amongst the brothers of the Order. But don't be misled by that. Concentrate only on your tasks.
Uh-huh.
How do I get to Liannon?
Go to the northeasternmost end of the city. There you will find a gate which is guarded by soldiers from the house of Liannon. Give the soldiers my letter. They will open the gate for you. Behind it you will find the portal to Liannon.
One thing I do like is your character says exactly what's in the question, rather than their own take on it, which can, greatly change things,
What is the house of Leonidar?
Leonidar is one of the 5 great royal houses of Nortanda. It once controlled the Greenlands north of here, all the way to the coast of Heya. Now they only dominate the island of Liannon and are the smallest of the still existing houses. The other houses are Utram, Halet, Wolfgar, to whom this city here belongs, and Iskandar, which, however, was snuffed out.
What are these portals?
The portals are magical connections between the islands. They are the only way anyone can travel from land to land and cover the huge distances between them.
Where do they come from?
Rowan made them. We don't know much about them, only that he was gone for 6 years, and that he built them in every land. While he was making them, he didn't distinguish between the nations of the light and the darkness, and just as little between nations and creatures. It was his wish for the world to become one again. This is why we need the gate fortresses.
They'll explain what he means by that in a bit, but, you know how, like, there's... Well, actually, see how there's this huge pit here? Yeah. Let's not just... Camera's fucking up. Aha. But yeah, remember how in the opening cutscene the land was rupturing? Yeah, the world ruptured, and basically only select parts survived. We'll learn all about it in the upcoming area. One of the guys tells us about it. But see this pillar. These are the sole reason why bits survived at all. It's like divine intervention. So, yeah. So yeah, the opening cutscene, it's like it wasn't just a localized disaster, it was the whole world was fecked. And like I said, an NPC will be explained in the next area.
Liannon is a war zone. No one may cross it without a pass.
I have a letter from the Order.
Let me see it. That's fine. We're always glad to see someone from the Order in the land of the Leonidars. Open the gate.
Leonidars? Alright. Doesn't quite flow off the tongue. But yeah, I don't feel too bad about spoiling things. We'll be get an explanation here soon enough. The caster up to 10 allied units will be healed. Don't mind if I do. Okay, warrior cord. You can't change rune warriors at all. They are as they are. You can change their equipment, but that's it. But they can't ever level up around. You just get a new rune warrior. Which kind of defeats the purpose of rune warriors, but sure. You'll see an explanation for Rune Warriors soon from the same guy, actually. Basically, magical creatures that, like, you know, that a wizard could summon don't gain experience. While a human soldier can gain experience and get better in a fight, but their loyalty is questionable, unlike the magical creatures. Basically, magical creatures can't get better, but they're absolutely loyal. Humans are questionably loyal, or, you know, mortals, like troopers, are questionably loyal, but can get better. Rune Warriors are a middle ground. They can get better, but they're absolutely loyal. Game's not quite as good as I remembered, but I'm still going to play it. I'm a little bored at this opening bit, just because it is a rather slow game, and I'm just realizing how little in the mood I am for that. I might take a break from this and record something else instead. Here's Darius. Oh, yes. There's also no cap on the amount of minions you can have. But minions require mana to sustain them. I like this music. So as you can see there, my mana drops. So I can only have like 2 before I would just be losing mana. These are also quite poor.
What brings you to me, servant of the rune?
The Order of Dawn sent me. Are you the one they call Darius?
That's me. But you're wasting your time. I'm not interested in the intrigue games you and your kind are playing.
I'm looking for Rowan. He is in great danger.
Danger? What danger might threaten a mage of the Circle?
Well, unfortunately, it seems he wasn't the only Circle mage who survived the Convocation War. Rowan is headed straight for a trap.
Are you speaking the truth, servant of the rune? A second mage? If that's the case, then you must lose no time.
Trust me, I will lose
Rowan
plenty.
traveled on further long ago to the Wildland Pass. Talk to Selen Fell, the commander of the guards. You'll need her permission if you want to cross the portal keep to Aloni. At the moment, this is the only way that leads to the pass.
What happened in Liannon?
Brannigan's henchmen have been lurking around here for a long time, but since the last moon they've actually been openly pouncing on us. They already have an iron grip on the western part of our country. They were never able to advance so far before, but they were also never as well organized and armed as they are now. You don't have to be a scholar to see that some dark plan is unfolding here. But nobody knows yet what the point of this plan is and who besides Brannigan is behind it.
So you know Rowan quite well.
Well, I surely know him better than most of those ne'er-do-well Order members you work for. He often visited me on his travels and told me of distant lands. And yet he remains a permanent riddle for me. The guilt of the Convocation still weighs heavily on his shoulders, that much I can say, but who is to judge him? Without him, we would have long been lost in this fragmented world.
Yeah, like, it seems like, yeah, there is, you know, water here. It's not just like void, but apparently the gaps between them are huge. Like each small island, they're huge. It's not like, you know, traveling from England to America, you know, it's... Maybe it is just distances like that, but I have no idea. From what I've seen, the game doesn't really get into it. It's just huge distances. Oh, plenty of bandits here. Thought he only had orcs and goblins. How is the audio? Okay, the audio is fine. Actually, let me just tab back out again. Yeah, all's good. But yeah, basically the portals are really important. The apparently, like as someone has said already, there are huge distances between each like little chunk of land. You know, wouldn't really be. I don't think naval empires would actually be really that feasible on how little territory remains. At least the little territory we've seen that so far, like. The portals are incredibly important.
Welcome, young warrior.
And he's nothing else to say. I think it's a different guy. I think he does give us the information, but we have to do some other stuff first.
Ah, a new face. Welcome to Liannon, the best darn spot north of the Windmill Mountains, if you ask me.
Are you the head of this town?
Who, me? Oh no, heaven forbid. I'm just the innkeeper here. Bart Boggleson's the name. I also occasionally peddle a bit of merchandise. If you need anything, just talk to Will, my son.
Do you know Darius?
Sure do. Odd bird, if you ask me. Buries himself day and night in his foolish books, as if there was nothing else in life, eh?
He seems to be pretty well known in these parts.
I'll say he is. Got lots of friends and acquaintances all over in Northander. Even knows Rohan, the Circle Mage, don't you know? They say he's writing a book about us.
A book?
Yes, indeed. A book or an atlas or something like that. About the islands, the new realms and all that stuff.
There's that merchant outside town. Orta?
Orta Gelfbeard? Certainly. He's an old veteran of the Convocation War. Settled down here and trades in all kinds of merchandise. He's got a whole bunch of stuff from the war. Old junk, if you ask me. We're happy we've got it behind us, eh?
He's very suspicious. Like, my god.
Is
Just
there
twirl his mustache a bit.
Healer? Yes. Shan Muir is a healer of the White School. If you need healing, go see her.
Thankfully, no one takes issues with me having just skeletons with me.
Welcome, stranger. I am Shan Muir, the healer.
She'll be needed for quests later on. Here's Will. Thunder Blackhand.
Are you the blacksmith?
Helpful. Missing gear for this guy. I shouldn't have sold all the caught gambesons I had. Okay. There is a little side quest here that's actually really difficult to do. I remember having a lot of difficulty with it. Basically, like, you do it, then you turn to get it.
Don't get too close to the mine.
This is it, actually. I think. Basically, you do the quest, you get a you turn it in, a new enemy appears. that enemy's even tougher, and you keep doing this, and it just keeps scaling up and up and up. I don't know how many times it does it, but it gives a good reason to come back here.
What mine? What's there?
Phantom has emerged from the old shafts and has been roaming about there ever since. Some people have already tried to drive him away.
Unsuccessfully?
Yes, they all met their death, perished by the ghost's rusty blade. He kills anything that gets near him.
I understand. Well, maybe I can help you.
Lieutenant Fell demands the sword of the apparition as proof that the danger has been averted. Should you defeat the ghost, bring it to me.
If it's a ghost, what's the chance that the ghost sword will dissipate?
Where does this path lead?
Off to the shield, to the land of the House of Utron. The portal keep, however, is locked.
Why?
There is a war raging in the shield. Brannigan's hordes have almost totally overrun the country. They have already taken the portal and the shield. The Utronian guards won't let anyone through anymore as long as the other side of the portal is unsafe.
Do you think I can conquer the spirit?
From the looks of you, perhaps you're still a little inexperienced for an encounter like that. Might end badly.
Yeah, the spirits are quite burly. I think it's just over here. I'm not gonna fight it, I'm just simply looking. Yeah, here it is, Terror from the Deep, and it's quite hostile. Run. It's level 5. Okay. Alright, maybe I can fight it. Though the guard isn't really helping much, is he? Okay, I'm surprised I actually won. Nice. Well, I shouldn't count it too soon, but look at it. Okay, it has scroll pain level 3, black magic death tree. It has an old sword and ring of the warrior. While there's nothing here, I should run down to the chest. As you can see, the skeletons weren't that good, but they were damn handy to have. Cloak Amberson, perfect. I would have wanted to do that fight with the this guy, but